First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here first and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Four yards the pickup, first down. The Bengals at 9-2 to start play. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. He completes it to Olave. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Touchdown! A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
They'll look to throw, and that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. This is brought in at the 21. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least 1 home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
11, 11, 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, MP, tight. 11.
From the 24, Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2. Now Burrow fighting to stay, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's taken it around the 40. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see some...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching the bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take it?
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. But their defense got them the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this is going to be incomplete.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This from 36 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11.
Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Brooks. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 more there and another first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description, because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This is caught by Evans. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The They'll set up a throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Browns. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going
11.
as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
12.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Here we go.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
11 MT paint.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. 11 Thomas. 11.
Now Burrow. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Browns drive about to get started. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get in.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And gets by him, and now a little daylight. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
And some room to work.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Now a dump off here complete.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They love to try to take advantage of his height, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to run it back and try it again, maybe with a little less mustard on the throw.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, trying to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
11.
From the 30 on second down. Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand They've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, they got him again.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, pretty impressive, and even 61 yards through the air.
11.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
But they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate. 11 Thomas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. And this is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
11 MT. 11 MT. 11. 11.
Again, it's Burrow. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 21. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st. They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Rolling to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
To the air again, Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of
everyone on offense not doing their job. But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
This will be caught just inside the 10. Touchdown, Bengals. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 60 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hands it off out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked by Logan Wilson. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Aiden Hutchinson able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the 1st down sack. Burrow is going to flip one out here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take over here up near the 40.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy. and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 105 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3.
And they will be back home next week for a date with the Washington Commanders.